Hey everybody, this is Almonda. We're playing in Emerald Expanse. The game is Wurm Unlimited. We are, what was the last thing? On the deed that I've been on, Hell's Pinnacle, and my sleep bonus is running out. We're talking tunnels. There's like a bunch of people on the server. This is our big server, 2x server, so it's a little slower than the other game I've been playing. As we keep talking about, but it's a huge server. So they're talking about tunnels and byways, and I think I might have gotten the GM to put in a request, at least, for an updated map to be shared with the Emerald Expanse group on Steam. So that's where the group meets, not in Discord like the other group I'm a part of. I don't mean this to be a direct comparison. This is the one server and this is the other server, but it ends up being a lot of how I think about stuff, because this is the time that I'm getting a chance to just rethink Wurm and what a little bit. Not completely rethinking. I'm playing both servers, so you'll see stuff from me here. You'll see stuff from me on the other server in the YouTube if you follow along it, but I have them in separate playlists. Anyway, so Emerald Expanse, Wurm Unlimited. One of the things, there's a lot of stuff. I made a video a couple days ago, and I'm redoing it because I just was falling asleep. It was one of those days where I was in a good mood, just didn't have a high amount of energy. I was sitting there watching myself going, no, Almonda, you're not being very helpful. Some things that you need to have, and we talked about this at the very beginning, and I've been thinking about this a lot, restarting. What do you need to start the server? Well, you can definitely see the tools that I use regularly. Now, I did join somebody's deed, but even joining the deed, I'm still finding myself doing a lot of grinding, whether or not I wanted to or not. I made a shovel that replaced the original one. I made a rake, made a sickle, which didn't have a sickle the first time around. The pickaxe, I might need to be sending this pickaxe to somebody else. I don't know if anybody's missing it, but there was a pickaxe in the main town. For some reason I was thinking, oh yeah, it's a starter town, and like nobody's gonna be leaving their tools around, and maybe they did, and maybe I need to talk to them about this. But this has been actually like the main thing that's helped me. They saying I forgot originally to make a lantern, and if you walk around Wurm anytime after those 24 hours are over, you kind of need one. And I just put tar in there. You come up with, okay, why do I still have it? I don't remember. I think the alt was in the extra chest from Leora. I don't remember making one. All is for your leathery butchering knife. Get that as soon as you can, because butchering skill is important, especially if you're going to fight anybody on Wurm. You can spend time with your butchering knife doing this little trick. I think I showed this back on the defunct server, and it's just a little trick. Let's see, what do we have a lot of? We have a lot of insect meat. I'm kind of tired of insect meat, but to be honest, but I'm acting like I'm eating it. I'm not, but so you can take your butchering knife and you can fillet your meat, right? And once you fillet your meat, you get butchering skill. So I can sit there and watch this go up. And actually, a good grinding, it seems like. I say all this stuff with very high authority, and I'm not always very high authority or very high accuracy, always. But my butchering knife skill does go up. And then I take my regular, like the little dull knife, and I can take my fillets and I can create them into diced meats. And then that's going to do cooking and butchering as well. It's not going to do my butchering knife, but and that knife does not show up on the knives. They don't really care about how well you're good at the knife, but this can kind of help your knife skill a little bit, and your butchering, and then that can help your cooking as a consequence. But you can also, I do that sound a lot. Sorry if that bothers you. fillet a second time. You can fillet your diced meats and still work on butchering. We'll talk about making tunnels. Burn through stone. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be a lot of stuff. Tunnel. Through Agnew. The highway expansion. Ah. Long spear. I have not used very many things in combat. I can make mincemeat. So, one way to kind of up your skills, you have your meat. Don't settle for where you're at to begin with. Now, because my skill is so low, these skills are really crap. I took 25 meat, and I probably should have taken this lower quality meat. Sometimes you can raise it up. When your skills are so low, it doesn't seem to be maybe quite as nice. Anyway, but then they can be nice and ready for you to fry or put in a meal. My meal, I should probably start getting started with this. I've got an hour meal timer on just really, really small, cooking skill, so it didn't need that much. But I did make some canine meals, and one of those is a carpentry, and I've got an hour timer. And I just, about a month ago, started. One thing I'm finding just to be helpful, just to stay on top of stuff I'm hearing from the people here, and I haven't really looked over the mod. They do actually say the mods if you gotta go and look at the Steam site for Emerald Expanse, but I don't tend to know those off the top of my head. I just know what kind of game I've played before, and so one of the mods I'm looking forward to is a 3x3 farming mod, where it will have farm while my skill is low, but if I hit a certain farming level, I'm thinking that would be, let's go to nature. That's where farming is. Oh, gardening. Well, that's weird. Thought I was farming. Maybe I was, and anyway. Farm. When you have a low skill like this, don't forget and accidentally harvest, because then you don't get anything out of it. These farming ticks are, I don't know, somebody was saying, if I'm remembering the right server, 3 times you can farm in one physical day, like a 24-hour period. Not that I'm playing that much to know that myself, but I do know that if you accidentally, when you're low like this, farming skill, come on, give me some farming ticks. I'm sitting here farming it. I don't know if there's something wrong, or why it doesn't show as farming being going up. That's the whole reason I'm doing it. The second reason is that you'll get 1 back. Right now, as I harvest, I get 2 back. It might be, though, I just went for the ones that are maybe higher skill. Some of the stuff is easier to farm than others. Let's quick see. Why is that not going up? Did I do something to cause it to not work? It should be. Huh, there it goes. Maybe I just don't get any skill from those. Those are just too hard to do onion and garlic. I'm just doing those for fillers anyway right now. But garlic ends up being a major thing that you can use for sacrificing for favor. Oh, that's my, whoops, oh, it's right there. My faith is 23, so 7 more and I can become a priest. Come on. Go up farming, please. Please farm. Skill go up. Cause I'm right on the cusp there. My drum roll for nothing. Man. I'm kind of making this tutorial like-ish, but not. Oops. Oh, Zords must be around. Here's AFK. I hear trees going down. Lyra is around. Oh. Yay. Maybe I'll get some quality cedar or something. And she can help her. I don't know, help her where she's at. I should take advantage of my carpentry. 1 hour. I have not replaced my hatchet. The hatchet they come up with. What they're talking about. No. I used an axe. Talk about what I should really listen to this because I don't really know what I want to do for my weapon over here. I've done the longswords, but I haven't really gotten too skilled in anything, so it doesn't really matter if I do longswords right now or not. So long wooden spear, no, only sword and axe. An axe with a large wooden shield. Too bad I can't use that large wooden shield with a long spear. Drock uses a staff. I don't know who that is. Or maybe I do. Not the small axe though. It looks like a two-handed double blade axe. Not too much of a staff myself. I like using spears. If there's a mod for that, I would use the wooden spear and a large wooden shield. Go ahead to stick with the long spear then. Find a mod for it. Present it in the group Steam chat for the server. The 2 gems will consider it. So, few mods have been added by community request. Tiberius is a cool dude, server owner, and first GM. So, yay. No one was interested. There's a forum? Oh. Widowmaker is the second GM and more mods have the other 2. We're finding out some stuff about the server and about the GMs right now. Farming needs to be up above 20. Oh, I want to be up above 30. I think it probably is 30. So. Yeah. I don't know, I've never done. A spear is a nice long wooden thing. The Steam chat. So anyway, I asked for a updated map, and I think they will do it for me. They will talk to each other and talk about doing it, since it was about a year ago. I was not noticing. So there is access to a map, a live map. If I hit map here, you get this freedom one. There's not a Discord as far as I know. It's a Steam chat, which is very similar to Discord, but not the same as Discord. We might have to the Steam group for the server. I've never really done that before this server, so learning stuff. Anyway, I'm starting to get some skill. I got my sweet ballet, which is my little mini version of the horse that I now have on my cart. Over there somewhere. I really need to milk cows and get that skill up. There's so many things to do. Okay, so some things that you're thinking when you first start in. You have to make a grooming brush if you want a grooming brush, but you really have to make a mallet to get your small Anvil, I don't think I needed to make the anvil, but the mallet's always very important. To get you have to make a second mallet to level up the first mallet. Carving knife is always good. Maybe we started with that one. Leather knife and all are helpful. I might have made those. I probably did. They're about my quality level of what I can make. Hammer becomes something helpful. File for your usually when you're in the mine and or on a forge, sitting there trying to I'm trying to figure that out. Oops, sorry. Oh, I'm getting distracted by the stuff that they're talking about. Maybe more lamps here at night. Another thing you end up making lanterns for yourself, upgraded saw, make a knife right away if you want to do the dice things. I know we've maybe talked about this before. Get a brush. The leather knife's not super important, and the awl is not super important unless you're going to consider doing leatherworking right away. I'm gonna see if I can brush these hens. Oh, come there. I found the hens and I put them in here, and maybe we'll get eggs, but it's hard to see the eggs without the mixed grass. I've been trying to, as I chop down for the road, I'm trying to gather grass, and then I come over here and dump it into here. So there's grass growing in addition to the grass sitting on top of the grass. So, sweet belly. Animal husbandry. Sometimes you walk away. This goes so slow, you sometimes walk away before you actually finish it. I want the... Aha! Speaking of eggs, examine it. It's infertile, so I should just take it. If it's fertile, you might get some cool roosters or hens. Also, if you brush the hens, you have more of a chance to get the eggs. It seems like I might not be fully accurate there, but okay. It's hard to catch if I've already done that. I think I might have done this one. We'll see. I'm gonna go try to brush him again. I'm not very good at grooming because it tends to um tends to, what was I saying? Now I'm getting lost in the conversation over there. Okay, so yeah. Well, you're not the only one. You are not the only one here. But I have had people call me Almondo. Oh, cedarwood trees that are probably good quality. Yay. What was I gonna do? Stuff with trees. I did want to show you real quickly. Oh, yeah, see, I was in there because I was like, yes, I'm gonna try to get another rope. Ropes are good, and I need to make a halter rope. You need at least 4 ropes to make a halter rope. I'm gonna lead this guy, and I'm gonna ride him. Riding the horse is just faster than the carts. So they were talking. Okay, so I don't think I actually showed you the end of this, because the video that I fell asleep in was the one I went down in the mine. Oh, I got a door. Well, then come into the door of the mine that I made. And some reinforcements. Somebody's been over here helping me out. Woohoo! That's more than I had done. That's all I had gotten. Copper, iron, iron, sandstone, iron right at the beginning. And I made these slabs. This is a nice gentle slope in. I tend to not like it when it slopes too far over. They're talking about going to the north and making a road to the north. So I was over here the other day trying to see exactly how fun it would be. No, I can't do this on a horse. To look at all the rows that we have, right? And I was sitting there trying to figure out, okay, so if they want a road to the north, because the horse would like to travel to the north on foot or cart or whatever, and then get on the boat at the end of the island here, because it's a big island. And maybe this would be where I end up, deeding myself by myself if I ever decide to do it. But I was sitting there looking, and I was trying to figure out, okay, so if I have a place where I think that this rock on the left, so you can see the rock in the middle of my screen here on the left, where I think that might be not affecting a road, and then go as far to the west, so west as I can. It's almost right up along where I think that line is. No, I didn't go all the way up yet. Oh, there's a troll. Okay, we're gonna bait the troll here. This is probably not a great idea because I'm really not super skilled, but I'd rather do it on my terms than not do it at all. So I just decided to start making one. If I cut down the rose bushes, I'm not cutting down and changing the amount of whoa, you're faster than I think you are. Yeah, probably because it's an age troll, not a different size troll. The only reason I went up there was because of the roses to begin with, but then I'm thinking about, we were talking about making a road. I will help them decide here. Maybe it's not the best decision. This could always be regrown if I find. Whoa! I turned around and I got lost. I'm not expecting that to be hit, even though I'm trying to bait him. We'll see if this is a good idea or not. Come on. This will be easy. Okay, he's got the deeded up here. Do not include the mine. Is he hitting me? Okay, I'm gonna try to let them do it. I'm gonna try not to aggro the troll myself. I'm gonna try to stay focused. See, I don't have any cool attacks because I don't have any. I can't really focus yet. Aggressive fighting is only 10. Fighting skill is 11. We're getting there. It's taking a while. Spirit Templars only hurt though. Okay, if I focus now. If I had any skill at all, I could be doing special moves, but that's okay. My other character is kills these guys too fast. The arrow's out of range. She went up that way. Sorts wants to make a guard tower close to the south here. I'm not sure exactly how far. Hmm. Woo! Take. So. Woo! We got it. And he's dying. But he didn't die. Yay. Oh. They did put. I think that's a closer guard tower. I don't think I saw one up before. Hmm. So they're just trying to fight for a moment. Okay, anyway. Speaking of butchering skill, this is where butchering skill comes into play. I'm gonna sell the club. I could use a club. I don't really want a club. I don't know. I'm half deciding here. Let's sell the club. I usually do. Sorts usually doesn't mind. And I'm gonna go ahead and do it myself. So remember all this butchering knife? This is where it's important. If you don't have this, then you tend to not do this stuff. And I only got hit the one time. I was not expecting it to. We hit. Okay, so then I'm gonna take this butchering knife. We're gonna take all the stuff out of the troll. We'll sell the troll. I'm gonna try not to keep. Whoops, butchering knife. I'm gonna try not to keep anything super fantastic. Because this has not been in a VSB yet, it should break into a bunch of pieces. Which it did. We're gonna fillet all those pieces. So instead of, don't ever just sell just the meat out of their food. A bunch of people are new. Toad is in that cool little it's like a double lake thing though. That's what I think he said. Create dice meat. So then you can pick your dice meat. Look at how much you can go. What cave dweller? Most players seem to be loners. I'm usually a loner too. But not on the server. And see, it's increasing my cooking. We'll keep the 40 meat and we'll put that in the bin. And that egg that we picked up, it's a 99 egg. You can find eggs in the grass with forage or botanize. I can't remember which one. And then, so my 2 meats that I had is now 8. And I can roll the dice and try to do this a second time. So I would have had 10 and 14 to sell, right? That's what I started with. So it would have been 2 irons and 2 irons. So anything I can get now is extra. But I'm hoping, and this doesn't always happen, apparently it doesn't this time, I'm hoping that some of these will roll higher. They're all rolling. By rolling, I mean like not doing well. But this is why increasing this butchering skill is so helpful, because you have less of a chance for it all to go to garbage when you dice it and that kind of stuff. So, and it does tend to be that even the knife, I think, increases your butchering skill. Play. Huh. I usually play solo also. This game is this server is different for me too. Hard to break the habit of doing it all myself. Now it won't let me sell the dice fillets. So if I take this and I try to sell it, it's too like it doesn't like fillets. Like it's like something about how it acts does not like fillets. But I can sell the minced meat. So I had probably a better chance before I started dicing them or mincing them and filleting them. But now I'm getting the skills back up again. So something about the butchering knife specifically was not so great. It's not a great quality butchering knife. Knives and the knife type of things. It just doesn't. Um, Again, distracted. These guys are really. Usually, I can sit here on the server, and not that I'm here all that often. I'm starting to get there more, I guess, and I don't have to worry about anything. So I get distracted a little bit when I'm not used to people being there. It's a good thing. It really is. So now it'll be 1 iron, 1 iron, 1 iron, 1 iron. So I could have had, if I hadn't done the second half, gotten more. But that's okay. I still have more than 2. And I am remembering to vote most of the time, and then have to remember to vote and then log in to take care of the vote. I did that earlier. Vote. You get a lot. 10 copper. Speaking of Forester, he logged in. Portals are possible all over the landmass. Took 2 months to learn the ropes of how to play. Oh yeah, it does. It does take a while. This game is just 2 days in a row I say his name and poof, he logs in. Yeah, that's exactly what happened yesterday. So I got 11 iron coins, but I also got 10 copper for voting. Humanoid meat is just gonna go with all the other 40 meat. 6, so 10. Yeah. The egg can go in here. I think he's got eggs in here. Not very many 99s, so he hasn't had any eggs here. If you talk too much about forests or foresters, himself will be summoned. That's funny. Happened yesterday. Forester's really nice. I talked to him for a bit. Anyway, one thing I did want to bring up, not just how do you play well and how do I want to play compared to how everybody else wants to play. It's funny. This game has a lot, you can do a lot, but you also have a lot that you can do with it, but it has its own limitations. But it also wildly brings the style of play differently. Oops, I don't want to lose this horse. It's an aged fat horse, so. Vampire sticks. Anyway, so I walked up there and I decided to make the road. Something that was kind of cool. I talked to somebody about maybe being on a 3rd server. Kind of. There's this guy on the Riviera server, and we were talking for a bit about stuff, and he's making his own server because he's frustrated with some of the things in terms of the channeling that they're doing, and so he's trying to figure out what mods to do, and it's really kind of opened my eyes to what kinds of cool things do I want to have. Ladies and gents. Yes, he's older than 50. I probably shouldn't say that. At least that's what he told me the other day. Never mind. That's not fair. Hey, I'm older than 40, so no, not that big a deal. Do I have space in here? That's a good question. Looks like I do. I think I added dirt and stuff. There's a vampire. Oh my. I have a feeling smaller trees are coming. I'm going to take a couple of these. If it's Lyra doing them, I think they will be. Oops, examine it. 41. Yes, if it's Lyra doing it, I can get a 40 quality. As we saw in one of those videos that I didn't discard. That's what I was going to do. I need to do some. I have 51 minutes to do carpentry. Can I get some carpentry done? Maybe. As I get more skilled, the less of these will be not 40. But right now, there's still a lot of 40. Let's change this unsorted to sorted for now. I tend to keep one around for things like dirt, grass. Examine. Will you let me examine you so I know if I should pick you up or not? No. Oh. It's 23. Well, this one tells me the quality if I examine it, though. 21. I shouldn't snub my nose at 24. Oh my. I hope this doesn't devolve into the drama that was on the other server. Nothing. It has nothing to do with anybody here. Stop. Don't think about it. So Emerald Expanse. Everything takes a while. I just got a lower log. As long as it was a full quality red log, we can add it to the cart and we can go put it in for full. Let's do that. That'll save me a little bit of time. That will save me some time. I will let this poor quality die. This is the 21, right? See, right up on the other side of this, there's fur. Fur's not bad. Cherry's fun. Whoop, I didn't look at. Come on, there's Pete. Ha 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 ha. Ah! Disembark where I told you to, please. Okay, that's very whiny. We just have to be patient. Where's my pile? Is that the pile? That's the pile. That is my pile. And this goes in the pile. Okay. 41, 41, 41. I have at least 4. That'd be good. I have at least 2. It means I have at least 1. I've got a lot of 20s though. 20s I'm not too worried about. Of course I have what I need for improving. What I need to do is, yeah, see there's 20. 37. Okay, we'll chop 37. Make a whole bunch of something. That might, I don't know if I want to sell or what, but that's how you get good at things. Make a whole bunch of things that you want. or will want, or whatever. The 37's good. 37's real good. I should have asked Lyra if she had plans for this. I could always ask her now. What I should be doing, take my low quality logs and making them into oh, what do you call it? Lights. What's what you call it? That's like a 1 quality felled tree, and those are all quality bad. Whoa. I missed that. Lyra got a Supreme Clay Shaper today. Oh yeah, Lyra is also not a male. Did I? I don't think I've burnt that down. Anyway, I'm not talking to you very much. No, it's been really interesting to think about what I like in Wurm and how this server forces me to slow down and not be so ADD like I'm going to be here in just a second. Open. Okay, as long as it's a 24 quality log or 24 size log, I should be okay. I have a clay shaper that's a good quality. Funny all the things that you become rare. Let's see. We're going to, if you didn't know, I think you can still do this when you're not a priest yet. I tend to do pray first, you don't have to, and then I do sacrifice. And sacrifice takes everything inside the altar and then poofs it away. Some people say I use that exclusively to get rid of all my low quality stuff. I could also do that with the other logs. It helps your settlement information. It'll help your healing or your enchanting, depending on what you're doing. I kind of help boost us up a little bit by throwing things in here and sacrificing. And then now, because I sacrifice something rare, the Nora really appreciates the rareness and says, "Ah, oh, the rareness is so special." Now I'm at 100% food, 99% nutrition, and then these two, the calories are 90 and the carbs are 90. That's from the thing I is eating. They give me the carpentry, which I have 40 minutes of, which I need to take advantage of. I keep pointing around this. Anyway, so logs, and they're outside. Let's do these. Okay. One thing I tend to do, and this is different for each person, is I will come over here, and I will. Don't have any plans for this right now at the moment. Make some logs, and I always grab the number of like actions of my log. Currently, looks like we're storing planks in here. I don't have a lot of 30 quality planks, and then I only got 2 planks out of that whole thing. Now I have 2 qualities of that. And we're also storing wood scraps in here. I have been the what's the word I'm looking for? The owner of way too many wood scraps before. So I'm at the point on my own deed, on my own server where I'm playing by myself. I get rid of the wood scraps by throwing them on the floor and letting them disintegrate. This character here, though, this character, Almonda here on this server, is very not so strong. And not so... Don't look at the chat, you get confused, and then you forget what you're talking about. Yeah, this character here has a propensity, or affinity, sorry, affinity is the right word, for the wonderful skill of papyrus making. So, wood scraps do matter to me. Apparently, this character loves wood scraps, and they're going to do what they can to make paper. I need to be sending paper out to everything. I could become a writer. I don't know that characters got that kind of profession in Wurm. I highly doubt. But anyway, I'm probably gonna go. Let me see. I gotta find a cool. So I have a mine, and it's close. And I'm thinking about like how I like to play, and how you can adjust things. And they're talking about mods in here, and it's kind of interesting. The one that I would like, and I've said this before multiple times, maybe in person and not just in chat. I would love the wagons to have a plain colored, plain cloth over them, and then you could just dye them. That would be amazing. I've got a plan for a house here of some kind of stone, probably rounded stone. Right where the packed area is going to be the house. I'm trying to decide if I should bump it out a little. I don't want to bump it out too far on the mine side. But I have all this dirt that I don't know what to do with, so we can always expand the house this way. He made a comment, Zorts did, about something about being too far over or high or whatever. We could always bump it out here and then make a ridge. I don't want to make this into my deed that I had before. The deed I had on my other server, or I still have, I'm acting like I don't have it, is like all sorts of like tons of cliffs and that kind of stuff. And it's fun, and it looks nice the way I have it set. Looks great. I might go one farther. This was where it aesthetically looked pleasing, but it looked, the main house, at least this big. Yeah. You saw, if you're following the series, you saw that already. If not, then I boomed it really quickly. Anyway, I need to go, so I need to go food and stuff. Real life. So real life calls. So we are going to talk to you guys all later. This has been Almonda on the 2x8 8x server. There's a lot to it. They're talking about like this server is so big and it's been so abandoned and it's so little people that you kind of have a lot of leeway where you're going with it. But oh, let's real quickly, before we completely, I probably am going to have lots and lots of pictures of this silly deed before too long. But here's one more. Maybe. There we go. You guys have a great day, and this has been Wurm Unlimited with Almonda, Emerald Expanse. Talk to you later.